This Karen Reed, the lady. Now mind you, this is my first time hearing about this lady and this incident. I was not aware. That proves that it's two worlds in this country. It's the melanated world and the non-melanated world, or should I say the white world and black world. So as polarizing as this case may seem to have been,
Don't pour a lot.
I'm just now hearing about it today. I had no idea what was going on with this white lady that killed her white Irish
I don't want that.
boyfriend. Right?
You don't know how to pour me no Kool-Aid?
I didn't know nothing about it.
You don't want to? That's okay, I pour it. Don't pour it, Mama. I do it. I'll pour it. No, that's okay. So, I'll pour it. Amaya.
Now that I know about it, I'm looking at the numbers, man. I'm looking at the GoFundMe's amounts and accounts, the give, send, go, pay it to, whatever, all the same. Crowdfunding, right? Donation based type stuff. So I'm on ChatGPT. I asked ChatGPT to give me a number amount for all the racist people, for all the people that was racist. And Shiloh Hendricks came up, the lady that called that little boy, y'all know, I don't like the word. It's not a real word. N-word, right? And y'all know what I say N-word mean. N-word mean inward, like within, right? But either way, she called a little boy, I just can't imagine a grown up. I don't know what I might do. But if you hurt my child, then I look at it like I gotta hurt your child. That's how I look at it. Like the police, you shoot my son, you hurt my son, I gotta hurt yours. That's how my mind works. So I ain't gonna do nothing to you. I want you to feel how I feel, exactly how I feel. So yeah, that's how that would have went. This lady, blonde hair, blue eye lady. Come on, man, that's the quintessential prototype of the most wickedest spirit on earth ever lived, right? And she got rewarded $700,000. What up? What up? So I think Trump emboldening a whole lot of people, but this been going on. I've noticed since GoFundMe came out, it has. You could just look and see the hate that people give money to this to fuel their hate. You know, they give and even the so-called charity that to Africa, a lot of that don't be genuine. Like that guy that shot those people in Minnesota, he gave to charity in Africa. That don't, a lot of that giving to Africa stuff, it don't be real. That don't be real. That be the give to their ego. Cause what I don't see nothing that anybody in Africa really need. We need what they got. If you living off the land, we need that. Cause it ain't no telling when this country gonna be back to that. And we wouldn't know what to do if we had to live off the land as an entire culture. So they actually got an advantage on us. They don't need nothing from us. They straight. We need something from them. We depend on technology. They don't depend on no technology. They're in a better place overall, if you look at it. So yeah, I asked ChatGPT there's certain amounts that racist people got, and I believe it's a trend. Like I think a lot of people starting to feel emboldened. Like they can go hurt somebody and get rewarded for it. Gonna have to eat the rich man, man. What you talking about, Don? Yeah, that's figure of speech, you know. And just because I look like this don't mean I ain't got no money. That's all I'm gonna say, man. Yeah, I'm doing very well. So rich ain't got nothing to do with how you look. The point of it is, what do you support? Do you support hate with your money? Do you support, like really helping people with your money? Like sharing information and really changing somebody's life. Money don't necessarily change nobody's life. And just like my title said, um, money can't save you from yourself. At the end of the day, each one of these individuals that's quote unquote being rewarded from GoFundMe, they're gonna have to look at themselves. And all of a sudden they had a problem when Carmelo Anthony, that was, to me, that was just. Now that was the flip side of this equation. Somebody defending themselves from a would-be attacker, two big twin attackers, yeah. He should get more 10, 20, 30 million. Yeah. Because guess what? And that to me was an example of what our community should be doing anyway. We should be crowdfunding not when something bad happened, but just because. We should be crowdfunding. Do you? Yeah, well, yeah. I support, of course I support reparations. I think an apology to begin with. Look, just officially acknowledge that, the government, right? And then go from there. You know what I mean? Like, go from there, because it ain't nothing that this country really can give us. Like, we got life. It ain't nothing that even in the slave. I was just telling my woman about slavery and how, like, today Juneteenth, and like we was free. We was free, like, without nobody telling us we was free. God made us free. And actually it's the flip side. Y'all come from us. Every other race come from us. So we made y'all free. Y'all wouldn't even exist without us. So it's really the flip side. You know what I'm saying? Like, without us, you wouldn't have life. So we made y'all free. See what I'm saying? Like, that's the truth of the matter. Like, the way God made it. But, what we dealing with is a bunch of man-made, just like this country, man-made. We ain't even supposed to be over here in the first place. You know what I'm saying? This is not, I can look at each person in this country, and I can look at you and tell where you really from just by looking at you. So you can't lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't hide. I'm looking at these people in these stands right now. I see he Caucasian. Oh, he belong in Europe. They all them Caucasian. They all belong in Europe. You know what I'm saying? They're not from here originally. It don't matter what man say. God said it. God, see, that's the thing. Like, it's certain things that override laws and constitution and all that. And God is one of them. So, and not the God that Trump and all them talking about, because they talking about the devil. Because they want to create something out of nothing. They want to make something to be what they want it to be. But the truth of the matter is, we're the first human beings on earth. Every other race come from us. So we gave all of humanity freedom. Like, literally. They wouldn't have life without us. So you need life to be free. So by us being the first human beings, we're the first free. We're the first free people. There comes a time when karma must bite. Well, yeah. See what's going on in the world, man, right now. This culture was set up to, go down. It can't keep going up. and it's actually ain't been going up for a long time. You know, other civilizations are rising right now as we speak, or re-emerging. You know, I wouldn't even say rising; they re-emerging. You know, they never really left, and they just came back. They took some of what this country, you know, capitalism and I'm talking about China. I'm talking about BRICS. That's what I'm talking about. You know, BRICS is powerful. But yeah, man. What I'm really speaking about is these GoFundmes, man, to support with their digital dollars support wickedness, and they know they doing it. They know they supporting wickedness. I wanna dang, what was the guy that killed Zimmerman? I wonder how much. I know he got a whole lot. You know, people. It seemed to me like the same people that give to those type of charities or GoFundMe, them. That's what MAGA is. That's MAGA. MAGA is the ones that give to people like that. Yeah. So it's just food for thought, man. You know. But in our community, we gotta do more than give when something tragically has happened. We got to start giving just because, you know, on a good note, you know. But I know ain't too many people gonna do it. I'm a shareholder in Fanbase. That's the only black-owned social media company owned by Isaac Hayes. I bought some shares in that company, and I felt compelled to do it too. I'm so happy I did. Um, you know, you never know what's gonna come of it, but the point of it is, you know, that man, we're about the same age. You know, we got similar backgrounds. You know, music. Both was in music, but of course his father famous, Isaac Hayes. You know, but I don't know. I just relate to him. He looked like me. Got dark melanin. I love dark melanin. I love when I see my reflection. You know, I automatically think, oh, that's God right there. That's you know that's oh, looking at Siakam right now. I love to see that dark melanin. You know, whether or not they love themselves or not, I love to see it, man. You know, but yeah, the point, man. Look here. If you giving to a charity based on wickedness, you know that's not gonna necessarily help them. And you know, knowing how you got your money, it's always gonna be. You always gonna remember how you know what fed you. So if hate feeding you, like it's like what you said, Don, like karma, man, karma. That's that karma, man. Karma, 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 and it always come back. Just in general, it always come back. And you're not in control of it. Nobody is in control of it. That's just how the universe works. But yeah, I just wanted to put this out there, man. Look, give y'all money to just causes. Don't give your money to things that you know are, you know, where you supporting something wicked, man. You know, especially your vote. Don't give your vote to something that you know is wicked. You know, a lot of y'all gave y'all vote to a wicked man, and y'all see what he doing now. You know, y'all felt that. Y'all seen what everybody else seen. Y'all seen it. You felt it. You had to feel it. If you couldn't feel what Trump represented, you didn't have no kind of moral compass. Meaning you couldn't feel nothing. You know what I mean? And that's the sad part, you know. It's like some of y'all robots or something. Like you don't have no kind of feeling, like nothing inside of you to feel, to discern. It's called discernment. To ascertain, to you know what I mean? To really, you could just feel Trump's energy. You could just feel he wrong and ruthless and wicked. Or maybe y'all identify with. I think that's what it is. I think a lot of y'all identify. Y'all are just as wicked, and that's what our community been saying. We glad that y'all putting y'all digital dollars to shit like that. We can read y'all name on a donor list. We glad that we know that this country, a lot of this country voted for wickedness. So now y'all can't hide. See what I'm saying? Like we playing, like we not even playing, but what we're doing is we're getting prepared. What we getting prepared to do, let me tell y'all, this gonna shock y'all. We're getting prepared to save y'all from yourselves. Yeah. Cause y'all not gonna, y'all don't know when to stop. So we gotta save y'all from yourself. For we all suffer. Yeah, that's what's about to happen, man. We got to save y'all from yourself. Damn. Damn shame. All right, I'm gone one.